Hello everyone. It's 10 a.m. Thursday morning, July 29th, 19 degrees Celsius. And I just want to see how things are looking in the north end on the buildings that started to go up. Take a look at the construction here. You can see there's cranes everywhere. And I want to look at some of these spots and see how the buildings are coming along. So come along, we'll have a look around the north end here and see what kind of construction jobs are underway. Right from where I'm standing, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 construction cranes right here, standing in this one spot. So let's have a look around and see what they all look like if we can. And I just know when these things are all built, the sky is going to look a whole lot different here. And there's going to be a lot more people living here. So I can just imagine how that's going to be for businesses here. It's going to be super. Businesses will be booming and all these people are moved in here in this area. It's exciting to see things growing and I don't like to live in a stagnant place where nothing ever happens. It's much better when it's growing and thriving. So there's one right across the road. We'll look at that one later because I want to be on the other side of the street to get to that because it's hard to cross the traffic here. So we won't do it like that. We'll go up to Almond and we'll turn right and go down Almond and have a look at this big job over here, and then we'll come back around and look at some of the other sites. There's new ones popping up all over the place. Down on Agricola there's construction, and up there by Windsor area there's construction. But the last time I showed you this area here, there was just a hole in the ground. You wait till you see it now. There's where there was just a hole in the ground last time we looked at it. Now we got it's up 1, 2, 3 floors above ground. This is going to be a giant project right here. There'll be a lot of people living in this area and some new stores. If we're lucky, maybe some new coffee shops or something like that. Oh, something like that will be added to this area. This is called Richmond Yards, this new area right here. I see somebody don't like the name Richmond Yards. They scribbled it all out. Well, I think that's a good name. Richmond Yards. What a difference in contrast. I looked at another neighborhood this morning that has been the same way for the last 40 years. More than that. The last 60 years, it's been the same way. No growth, no nothing. It's just the way it is. And this is exciting to see this This changes right here in the north end, this part of the city, the Roby area. It's really, really exciting to see that. That's what the building's going to look like right there. That's one of them. Isn't that nice? Oh, sorry. Some people just don't want to be on YouTube or on camera or on anything. Yeah, it's very exciting to see these buildings. First it was just a hole, but now they're climbing. It's amazing. Gonna really add a lot to this neighborhood right here. And now we got a name for it, Richmond Yards. Easier to say than Almond Street down from Yonge and Roby. Like, that's pretty cumbersome. But Richmond Yards just kind of rolls off the tongue. Yeah, that's very nice. And I think some people aren't happy because they got some pretty bad paintings all over these signs. So it looks like some people aren't pleased with this growth. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's wonderful that the city is growing like this instead of staying the same. Nobody wants it to stay the same as for the next 100 years. Now we want to see growth. We want to see things moving, some action, some excitement. Let's get things building. New people moving into the neighborhood. New businesses. That's what it's all about. Don't just stay in one area and then just stay there. That don't help anybody. All right, we'll continue on down the road, see what else we can see. I know there's another job going on right around the corner here. So we'll walk over and have a look at that one. See how it's coming along. There's quite a few. I'm not going to go to all the sites because it would take too long to do this video. So I'm just going to do this neighborhood where we are right here. Try to show you some of the buildings that's going up right in this Yonge Roby neighborhood. That's the post office soaring station right there, in case you're wondering. And this is called North Station. I would say probably at one time there could have been a turning station here for when they hit the streetcars or something. I'm just guessing, but the name comes from something. So since it's called the North Station, it's a good chance that was something to do with transit at one time. So there you have it. Richmond Yards back there, North Station right here. I love it when they put these nice names on things. Halifax. We made a great choice when we decided to move from Toronto. Picked a city. My wife just said, "What about Halifax?" And I said, "Sure, let's go to Halifax." That's how it was decided. And we made a great choice because this place is just exciting, the way it's growing and new things coming up and people moving in every other day. I see license plates from Alberta, British Columbia, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Newfoundland. They're all people moving to Halifax because this is the engine of the economy right here. This is it right here. There's no better economy than the economy in Halifax. And there's a lot of decent paying jobs here. Hardly anything's paying minimum wage here. So you come here with a skill, any kind of a skill, I don't care what it is, you're going to make above average wages. because that's how it works here. You don't get, like, I think the minimum wages are at 11.25 or 11.50 or something. Nobody pays that. Maybe Walmart, maybe. I don't want to be too hard on anybody, but I think Walmart could do a little better for their employees. Anybody that works there will probably tell you that they don't seem like they're appreciated, and they're very disposable. Wages are low, and they're making everybody part-time, so they haven't got any benefits and that kind of stuff. So that's thankful all the jobs aren't like that. Most of the jobs here, if you come here and just without a skill, you got something you can do, like I guess everything is skill, but the average pay here just starting out at a job is probably 14, 15, and it don't take a whole lot to get up to 16, 17 an hour, which isn't too bad in Halifax. I say $17 an hour in Halifax is like 21, 22 in Toronto. So it's not bad. So anyways, that's Halifax. The economy seems to be moving along pretty good. I know we're still in the pandemic a little bit, but for some people, it's like, what pandemic? And then for others, they really felt the crunch. So, depends on what kind of work you're into, how you fared during the pandemic. Well, I'm retired, so it didn't have any impact on me much at all. As far as money in the pocket, like, still the same amount regardless. But for those who lost their jobs and got cut back and didn't have anything to do because of COVID, I feel sorry for those people. There goes a skateboarder, he's getting ready for the Olympics. Maybe in another 5 years, 10 years. What do you think? Will you be ready? Are you watching the Olympics? They're pretty interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I thought that Canada's making a good performance there, getting a few medals. I'll be on North Street here in a minute, and it's going to take I'll walk down to Agricola and maybe take a turn there. I know there's a construction site over there. I wanted to see how some of these buildings are coming along that they started back in the spring or last fall, even some of them, and see how they're looking now. That Richmond Yards site, I don't think that'll be done for another, I don't know, it'll take more than another year likely. There's a lot of work there. So let's go down North Street. I haven't walked down this section here for quite some time. Nice to walk a little different route sometimes, and things look a little different when you haven't seen it for a while. I'm having a busy day today with video making. I did one early this morning. This is my second one. And I still got something I want to do downtown. So if that's the case, I think that'll be a record if I do 3 videos in one day. but I'm going to try to squeeze them all in because it's a beautiful day out here. Why waste it, right? That's what I love doing, making videos. So if you love something, why wouldn't you want to do it, right? There's where we just come from, over in that area. But we walked all the way up and back across, which is all right. We are heading east on North Street. That don't sound right. You should be going north on North Street. I'm going east on North Street. I have never been into that place, or that one. Jesse's Pizza and Chicken Chop. I haven't been in either place. I don't know why, maybe one day will. This is King Street. Most cities you go into, King Street is that business street, but that's just a little street right there. Maybe it'll grow. It could be with all this new added people coming into the area with the new condominiums going up there. There'll be a lot more new businesses in here, and the ones that here will do much better because you got more foot traffic on the street and bound to improve. Here we are at the corner of North Street and Roby, a busy intersection. Okay, we're going to go one more block, and then I'm going to go down Agricola, and then I'm going to come back up Agricola, because I think there's a couple of jobs on this street I want to look at. And besides, it's a nice day for a walk. Who wouldn't want to walk around out here today? There's a little bit of a breeze blowing. But it's great. It's not too hot. I got my denim jacket on. I usually just wear that for the pockets, because I got lots of pockets in it. Can store my things. But it's not too hot for it today. It's really nice. You can wear denim jacket and wear shorts at the same time, and it's still just right. So it's a great day, perfect day. So if you're a newcomer to this city, and you've never been here before, you see the name of that street? It looks like Agricola, but that's not how you pronounce it. It's Agricola. So if you say Agricola, someone's going to say, that's not how you pronounce that. And they'll be absolutely right. It's Agricola. So I'll just let you know what that's called. Because if you try to sound it out, you'll probably say Agricola, which I did. I was saying that. And then one day somebody corrected me and said, it's not Agricola, it's Agricola. And I said, are you sure? It don't look like that. It looks more like Agricola. They said, no, it's Agricola. So I changed my wording and my pronunciation, and now it's Agricola for me too. I got on board. So it's always good to know the correct pronunciation of things, and then you're kind of fitting in a little better and getting with it. I haven't walked on Agricola for a while and did a video. So it's about time I got down this end of the city here, walked around. Agricola is a mixture of businesses and residents. You can see like there's houses along the street, but there's a place with a patio right there, and there's different stores. There's the bicycle sales store right here, and different things. So it's mixed right in. It's not just a business street. There's residential on here as well. It's kind of a mixed purpose street. It's a kind of a business street, but also people live here. So that's how Agricola is. It's a nice street. It's a nice walking street, and it's a nice street to come down and find a little cafe and sit around somewhere here for a while, which I've done a few times. But today, it's all work. I'm on a mission today. I want to get some videos made today. Sometimes I was lazy and didn't get out as much as I should. Today I'm making up for it. I'm getting out a lot today. And now we're going to take a left here and go down here. I want to go over and see that construction job right over there. See how it's coming along. Sounds like somebody's getting a flat tire by the sound of that car went by. Taxi, I think it was. Yeah, he sounds like, he got his four ways on now. Well, I think he's got something dragging. It's either a flat tire or he's got a muffler dragging or something making a noise when he went down the street. Now he's got to have a look and see what it is. And might be a flat tire. He's getting off to the side of the road there now, so he can see what it is. I think it's a flat tire. Okay, there's the construction job. We're going to take a right on this corner, go over and have a look. Yeah, it's a flat tire, all right. Right there. Right there on the back. Bad day for taxis. This one broke down, that one got a flat tire. Quite a coincidence, there were two taxis right beside each other. And lucky there's a garage right here. And they sell tires. So they can fix them up right here. Well, last time I saw this, it was just a hole in the ground. Now look at that, it's up 2 or 3 floors above ground now. I'm not sure how many, at least 3, maybe 2, at least 2, maybe 3. Sorry, I said that backwards. It looks like maybe 3, but we'll see if we get down here a little closer. Sidewalk closed, but how am I going to see if I go to the other side? Well, I got to break the rules once in a while. Sidewalk closed. But we want to see this building. So we're going to ignore that sidewalk closed sign. Look at there, it's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting the, now a couple of them, one is for sure is in the basement. And no, it's 4, because the basement one is a little taller. It's 4. 4 stories up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the basement one is taller. Got to make room to drive in there and probably be parking and all kinds of stuff like that. Whoops, I'm hitting the fence. There we go. All right, so there's one that was just a hole in the ground a few months ago. And there it is now climbing. That's very nice. All right, we're going to go back the other way now. Once this car goes by and I can get, oh, okay, he's stopping. I'm going back over to the other side and we'll walk up Agricola this way. And I'll get back, eventually I'll get back into the corner where I started out because my wife works in this area right here, and a lot of days she'd get a little bit of time to spare. And we might meet up on the corner there, but I have to check first and see if she's going to be busy or if she got some free time. So we're on the corner of Charles and Maynard. Okay, so we're going to be coming out Maynard Street. We'll take Maynard across to North Street, and then we'll go back up North Street. We'll take Maynard across North, then we'll go back up North Street, and then maybe cut across the remainder of Agricola. I think that's a good idea. What a beautiful streets, eh? Walking down the street and the trees hanging out over the sidewalk, the sun shining through. It's perfect. I love walking around on these streets here because the North End is my favorite part of Halifax. I mean, I like other areas, but this is my favorite. I don't live in the North End, but if I ever move, this is where I'm going to come to. This is where everything is. Everything's growing here and at quite a fast pace. And this is where I would definitely be. There's a empty lot right there where I think a building's going up. It's showing a picture of something that's probably proposed for this spot. Let's just have a look. Maynard Suites. Let's see what it says. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-story building. Connor Mansion. A 7-story residential apartment building of 84 units and underground parking. Will accommodate 51 automobiles and some service facilities. Building plans to rise 3 stories before stepping back to rise up the remaining stories. Okay, so going to come up 3 stories, and then they're going to move it in a little bit, and then they're going to continue. All right, connecting to the school, but it's going to connect to the school building across the street. So there's that'd be the school building right over there, and it's going to connect to that somehow. All right. Agricultural mass and scale the remaining structure is oriented to the podium around the building, creating a lively and warm outdoor amenity space. This will connect the inhabitants to Agricola Street, bridging the 2 streets with a new design. So this building is going to go right between Maynard and Agricola. Wow, cool, nice job when it gets done. Well, might as well walk up on this side of the street since I'm over here. We are still on Maynard Street. It don't take long to learn your way around this city. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to learn here, but if you just start with one area, like say the North End, and you just start to learn that, you'll soon discover that it's not that difficult to do, and you can branch out. You maybe try learning downtown. And I found the larger picture a little more difficult, where you got to learn the highways, what to get you to, like you're going up to Bears Lake shopping area, over to Dartmouth Crossing, and learning the routes to get to those places. That was a little more difficult than just learning the streets in a city. Streets that are laid off, good. You can memorize those quite easily. I had more trouble with the highways, but I'm getting there. I can get my way around pretty good now. I won't say I'm an expert on it, but right there, we got a lot of highways here. 101, 102, 103, got 111, 118, and there's probably more. But that's just to name a few. The 101 goes up to Naples Valley. I won't try to tell you them all, but I can get some of them wrong. The 111 goes over, joins up to 118. 111 is basically goes right, it's like a bypass of Dartmouth. It goes right around and connect with McKay Bridge. And I won't tell you them all because I know where they are, but tell you what purpose they serve, I might get that wrong. So maybe ask me next year. Maybe I'll be able to tell you all that. Because, like I say, I'm a little slower with the highways than I am learning the streets. Well, we are back to Agricola again. And now we're gonna make a right, but we gotta wait now because you can't jaywalk here because you might get run over. But I think I'll go that way, across this way, and then I'll be all set to go up once I get over here. Once the light changes, I can go up the direction I want to go. Right, there we are, corner of North Street and Agricola again. We walked by this a while ago, and I went down Agricola. We went around a couple of streets and back up here. And we're going to head back over to the area where I started. We got a little bit more construction jobs to see how they're doing. And then I got to go back over where I was and end this video. I got more storage on here now because having my second phone, it freed this phone all up so I can get a lot more on here than I used to be able to do. When you got all your other stuff on there, it cuts you back on your video space. But now I got more space. I think I can manage quite nicely with the space I have now. Let's see how long I've been at this one. It looks like 35 minutes. All right, we'll stay at her and get up here and have a look at the last one. And then maybe we'll end that video there and save the rest for my last video. But we'll hang out here for a while in the corner. We're going to New Brunswick on Saturday. I'm hoping maybe I can get a couple of videos in while we're away, give you something different to look at. going to the little town of Woodstock, New Brunswick. So I'll try to do a video there for anyone who might want to see what Woodstock, New Brunswick looks like. And we might squeeze another one in somewhere. We'll try. And then when I come back, I'll have a couple of videos to post. And we'll be well ahead of the game. The summer's flying by pretty fast. Here we are almost to the 1st of August. June and July have be gone. I love the late summer. It's kind of nice. Kind of a nice time. By the end of August, you start to see some of the trees shedding a little bit of leaves. Not a whole lot, but some. Then you only got a couple more weeks in September, and the leaves are really coming down. September's still good. But by the time you get into October, it's changing. Chilly in the morning, chilly in the evening. All right, here's one construction job that used to be a little plaza here. And they tore that all down. I'm building this into condos and probably stores on the bottom likely. And so we'll go over here and see what we can see. And then I got one more spot I want to look at. I don't know if we can see anything through the fence. Maybe not. Not much. Show what the building's going to look like going in here, though. That's it right there. That's what the new site is going to look like. Go ahead.
Thank you.
So this is what's going in this spot right here. I'll just back up a little bit so you can get a better look at it. I had to move because I had a couple of people walking down the street. Anyway, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6-story building with probably 3 or 4 shops in the bottom. And the rest of them are apartments or condos. I got to give Halifax credit. It's not like Toronto where everything's a condo. There's a lot of apartments going up because a lot of people rent. Not everybody's in a position to buy a condo, but they can afford it, but they're not able to buy a condo. Maybe they're, who knows, they're tied up in things. I can't buy a condo, but I can pay rent. So that's how that is. Well, let's see. I want to show you one more job. I don't think I'm walking up too far here. I think I'm just about right spot. Yeah, we'll take the street here, and that should do it. And there's the school that's going to come down before long. That's the old Bloomfield School. To look at that part of it, it doesn't look too bad, but when you look at the whole picture, it's run down, dilapidated, crumbling, and it's coming down to make room for something. It's a great spot. Man, that land must be worth something. It takes up almost a block. It's you can see now it's not so good. It goes all the way over to the next street. It takes a big area. So I'm not sure when that's scheduled to happen, but there's a lot going on here in the North End right now. So maybe not immediately, but I've seen something about it. And I think the condition is they have to put some affordable housing in here along with the market priced ones. I don't know how much. How much of it will be affordable housing, but there's a certain amount going in. We are now back on Almond again. We were on about 40 minutes ago. But we're on Almond and Agricola. There's a little, I wouldn't even call it a parkette. I'd call it a little rest area here. You got a tree and a little spot where you can sit on the ledge under the tree. Kind of nice. I guess it could be a parkette. You got a little grassy area here with some flowers and things. Okay, one last construction job to show you folks before we end this video. So there's the old Bloomfield School. It's a big area. They can sure put a lot of stuff in that spot. All right, we gotta wait for the traffic as usual. We don't want to step out here in front of any cars. Gotta be careful, exercise caution. Okay, now we're going up to the last job site. In this immediate area, that's where we started out, right there. We went down down Almond Street over there, and went all around the neighborhood, and now we're back here. I'm gonna take a shortcut through here. I think this is exciting. See this area that just looked like this, and now it's going to look like that with all these tall buildings in here. It's exciting. Going to be a lot more people here for what stores are here. They're certainly going to thrive with all these new people moving in here. It's exciting. You know, there's no Starbucks in this area right here. And I'm just thinking when they get all these buildings up, surely somebody will build a Starbucks in one of the stores. There'll be a lot of stores for rent in the bottom of these buildings. Surely somebody will start up a Starbucks up here. There's a market for both, Tim Hortons and Starbucks. I go to Starbucks sometimes down on Spring Garden Road. Even though I go to Tim Hortons a lot, I still go there too. Okay, I'm going to go across here. Hopefully we can get a look at this place and it's not all covered in. Here's what's going here. Right there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and you got quite a tall building going up there. 4, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. It looks like about 18 stories. That's going to be really nice. It's exciting. I can't wait to see all this stuff built. It's nice when they first announce it, but until you see the hole in the ground and the cranes going up, you're never sure if it will come to pass or something will go wrong. It won't get built. But all these buildings here are definitely going up. And I'm just wondering how long they'll have that big parking lot over there before somebody offers a pile of money for it. This is where they unload cars, and they might even have changed already, because I see them over in the backyard there now. They used to be right here and in that one, and now there's nothing in that yard. I got a feeling that Well, I predicted that with the growth that's going on here, that big yard for storing automobiles will likely be moved somewhere else, and this land will be bought by developers because it's just too good a spot right here to use it for storing automobiles, because it's prime land. It's like in the best location right here. Best location on Roby Street, right there. Now let's see if we can get a look inside here. Well, there's the hole in the ground. That's coming along pretty good. Man, they got 3 stories below ground. That's amazing. Well, this is really nice. Yep, that's coming along good. I won't stay here too long until somebody tells me to get out of here. But so that about brings me to the end of this video right here. And if you enjoyed this, walking around and seeing the construction and the buildings rising, if you liked it, hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you'll learn a lot if you become a subscriber, because I spend a lot of hours out here on the street and videoing things and showing you people. So subscribe to my channel and you won't be sorry, okay? And if you really love it, you can hit that notification bell. That's just like a horrible worry to a lot of people, because they figure, oh, my phone's going to keep ringing all the time. And every time I put a video out, you'll just get a little ding and a little sign will tell you Halifax Walker got a new video. All right? With that, I'm going to bid you farewell for today. Talk to you later. You have a great day. Bye.